Hello, this is Ms. Johnson with day 3 of your WER expectations for Waitman Middle School. I am Ms. Johnson, one of the assistant principals, and today I'm going to be discussing dismissal procedures, clinic and medication procedures, discipline, athletics, and campus, keeping our campus beautiful. Dismissal procedures. If you are a car rider, when the last bell rings, you are to report directly to the cafeteria and wait for your name to be called. Remember to socially distance. If you are a bike rider, when the last bell rings, you are to go immediately to the bike rack, get your bike, and leave campus. If you're a walker, last bell, make your way off campus. If you're a walker, we ask that you do not go to the bus area. That is for bus riders only. If you ride a bus when the last bell rings, you walk immediately to the bus area. You may talk on your way, but you may not stop and talk. We need you to quickly get out to buses so the buses can leave to get you to your stop. Students must be picked up by 3:15. So any students that are car riders, if you're waiting for your ride, it must be here by 3:15. If it's running late, you may use your cell phone to call your parent or go into the back office or the front office and use the phone. We will allow you to use the phone to call someone to pick you up. If you are staying after school, you must have permission, not just from your parent, but from the school personnel that is staying after with you. You may only stay after if the school person has invited you to stay, and they will be staying with you until your ride comes and gets you. Make sure during dismissal activities, no matter how you're getting home, that you social distance for safety. Clinic procedures. Yes, our school clinic is in the back office. If you are feeling sick, it is important that you stay home, especially with everything we have going on these days. Please make sure that you are answering the questions from the screener that we have on the website. You ask yourself that question every morning. Do you feel healthy enough to go to school? If not, tell your parents, and your parents will make that decision about you staying home. The clinic is for students that are showing symptoms of being sick at school and those who are being monitored by the nurse or the clinic assistant. Students must have teachers' permission to go to the clinic. So you must have a pass or be called to the clinic. Of course, if you get sick during cafeteria time, we'll get you to the clinic, or if you're really bad sick during passing time, we'll get you to the clinic. But otherwise, you need to have a pass. Students, if you're going home due to being sick, you have to be checked out first through the clinic and the front office. So the clinic has to be aware of the problem, and then the front office has to, your parent has to come to the front office, and their name needs to be in My Student as somebody eligible to pick you up. Please make sure that your parents are checking who's in My Student and that those contacts are up to date. If you need a Band-Aid, see your teacher. Your teacher should have Band-Aids so you don't have to go to the clinic. Medication. Please remember that students may not carry any type of medication at any time on campus without a doctor's note. So if you have like an inhaler or something you must carry, it has to have a doctor's note and it has to go through the clinic. It has to be approved before you keep it on your person. Medication may only be taken in the clinic with a doctor's order during school hours. Make sure you are not carrying with you any Advil, ibuprofen, Tylenol, even a sore throat pill. You cannot keep on your person, in your pockets, or in your book bag. It has to go through the clinic, and you have to have had a doctor's order and it be approved for you to carry it on your person. So otherwise you will get in a lot of trouble for that. Medication must be brought to school by your parent and be in a prescription package container and taken directly to the clinic. Okay, next, code of conduct. Let's talk about behavior for a minute. Remember that inappropriate language is a form of disrespect. So if you speak inappropriately to your classroom teacher, any staff member, or any other student, one of your peers, that is disrespect and will not be tolerated and will get you in trouble. Fighting will result in suspension. Students must take every opportunity to walk away from an issue and tell an adult. It may not be popular, but it is something that you're required to do. usually you know that there's a problem. Someone's told you there's a problem. You've read that online that someone wants to do something that they shouldn't do. Your job is to inform an adult. Once you tell the adult, they know that they have to make sure the office is looking into it. You can come up to the office, you can fill out an incident report form, you can fill out the computer in the back office to see the counselor. The counselors all are willing to work through that, try to figure out what's going on, but we have to be the ones to do that. Do not go up and confront an issue yourself. If you go up and confront it, it usually turns into a bigger problem. And if hands are laid on by both parties, then both will get referrals, because we do not allow fighting of any type at school. Self-defense is not a defense. Self-defense is rarely used as a defense, and it can be, but it's hard to prove. First, you have to have been backed into a corner where there's no way out, and you use enough force just to get yourself out of the situation. If somebody comes up to you and there's lots of room around you, and you have the ability to walk away, and you should have walked away and you did not, and you engage in a fight, that's a mutual affray. So you will need to make sure that you are reporting it to an adult so we can take care of it. Excessive discipline referrals will result in suspension, possibly a recommendation for alternate placement at another school, or expulsion from our school. Because you cannot continue to break the school rules, break the code of conduct. We will work with you at first, and then it will progressively get more and more strenuous suspensions and possibly recommendation for other placement at another school. Athletics, more fun to talk about for sure. 6th, 7th, and 8th graders can try out for any of our sports team. In order to be a student athlete, you have to be on track for discipline, meaning no referrals, and academics have to be at a 2.0 grade point average. If you need help trying to figure out grade point average, you can ask your math teacher, or really any of your teachers. They'll be able to help you figure that out, but it has to be a 2.0. Weekly grade sheets are done by your coaches, so they keep an eye on your grades. Athletic physicals are required, and you must show positive school spirit if you're on our athletic teams. Those of you not on our athletic teams, we would love to see you come out and cheer for our Wildcat athletes. Speaking of that, while you attend our athletic events, like our football games, basketball games, soccer games, track, all of those, you're required to follow the school rules. That includes dress code and your actions. If you do things that would break the school code of conduct at one of our ball games on a Pasco County school property, you will get in trouble for that. Also, make sure your rides are on time. By 5th quarter, all of our teams play 5th quarters, you should be calling your ride. If your ride is late the first time, we may give you a pass, but the second time, we'll be looking at not allowing you to attend any more ball games. Everybody wants to get home on time, including the adults. So rides have to be at school on time to pick you up. Thank you. Make sure that you keep our campus beautiful. It is a very aesthetically pleasing campus, beautiful grass and plants. Use our sidewalks to keep our grass and plants nice, and throw your trash in their receptacles that are meant for trash. Don't pass it up, pick it up. Thank you for that. And remember that this year, our logo, our theme is Imagine the Possibilities. So if you are staying healthy by socially distancing, if you are behaving, and if you are passing all your classes, then imagine the possibilities. Imagine what a wonderful year it will be at Waitman Middle School. Now, I would like for 8th grade teachers, if you will stay tuned, this video will end, but 8th grade, I ask that you stay tuned because I have another video for you coming up about end of year activities for 8th grade. Everybody else, have a great day.